Turbina vine is an invasive plant threatening our wet tropics. It's known to occur from Yungaburra on the Atherton Tablelands down the Barron River to Kuranda. The worst infestations stretch from near Mabi downstream to the falls. A smaller outbreak has also been identified on the lower Mowbray River.
It first appeared in the 70s, I believe, brought in as an ornamental, has been around since then, but became more invasive after the tropical cyclone Larry. And it has started to smother the existing vegetation. There are certain characteristics of the vine which is quite easy to identify. So this is the Turbina flower. So they're actually very, as you can see, very pretty ornamental flowers. This leaf shape here of the first cotyledons, where it's got this gap and it looks like a hook, that's a really great way of identifying at the seedling stage.
This is a good example of the scrambling growth habit that this vine has. So new stems are green, cylindrical and hairless, and then the leaves typically have holes in them here.
That's different to your local vines. They don't tend to have this predation on them.
This is the more mature vine, and it has that woody, ropey look about it.
So here's a great example where they tend to start to come and smother and climb high up into the canopy. That changes the whole vegetation structure of the ecosystem that it invades. It competes with, obviously, our local species.
These vines just love the edge of forests. The vine produces a lot of flowers and a lot of seeds. As you can see behind me, that one's nearly fully flowered. The seed capsules are dry and papery and are spread by wind and water. Because of the long seed viability, you would need to follow up for a good 14 to possibly 20 years.
A lot of our work with the Turbina occurs along the Mabi Rainforest. It has very significant values to the wet tropics, as there's only less than 2%, I believe, remaining. So helping the Mabi habitat, we can also help the tree kangaroos. So when removing Turbina, there's a few different stages and techniques you can use. When they're seedlings, hand removing and actually bagging that seedlings and taking it off the property, or if you have a squirty bottle and using your chemical, you can just spray the seedlings. Once you get to more the vine, both actions of hand pulling and chemical are required. And it's really important that you don't leave any vegetation material on the ground as it restrikes, so perhaps hang it up into the structure if you can't physically remove that vine and take it off the property. Follow-up action is really important. Coming through each year, making sure you get the saplings and control of larger vines is really important. There's no selective, targeted herbicide for Turbina. However, there are many herbicides available that are effective.
If you spot Turbina vine outside these known areas, please contact your local council via their customer service number. Turbina vine is a locally declared plant under Tablelands local laws. That means it's an offence to distribute or propagate it. Penalties apply. And under Queensland's general biosecurity obligation, we all have a responsibility to take practical steps to manage and minimise the biosecurity risks of any Turbina under our control. For more information on managing Turbina, go to your local government biosecurity plan or look up the Queensland Government Pest Fact Sheet.